Hello and welcome to what is most likely this year's only episode of Vlogmas. It is approximately 6 o'clock on a Friday. We just got off work, we just got home. The dogs have said hello and are recovering from their exhaustion on the bed from saying hello. And my rough plan for what this video will encompass is crafty prep and resetting things. We have a couple people who are going to come over and spend the night because holiday things, and they should get here in about a week and a half, which is plenty of time, but I have a lot of craft stuff that I need to get done to clear room. I will show you. Yeah, the room is blue and the camera really likes showing how blue it is. That is the giant king-size quilt and a little table runner that I still need to sew. Of course, sewing machine, scraps from those projects. That's a box fan, so that can stay in there. More scrap, more scrap, more scrap. Scraps all over the bed, stuff all over the bed, and a pile of blankets. I can't even access the room currently because I have those bags in the way. But yeah, we have to fix this situation. I think the easiest thing to start with though would be removing these bags. We are going to meet up with the person that they are intended to be given to this weekend, so these bags can just live in the car. Okay, so I feel like this bucket might be easier to tackle first. We have on one hand some blankets that need to be transferred into the living room because we have guests and comfy cozy blankets, and yarn. This guy needs to be re-skeined. I need to figure out what I'm doing with the rest of the yarn in here. It honestly, if I move the blankets to the living room, that might mean that I can just shove this yarn into the closet and it's be guest ready that way. Want a Halloween blanket out now? I guess. We'll just put that right there. Oh, but of course we have the pull up because we have guests over the other day. And we will have guests over continuously throughout the holidays. In case you're curious, this is Barocco Flicker, which is 87% baby alpaca. That was gifted to me by somebody doing a massive D-stash. This is a classic ribbed beanie by Pearl Soho. And that is used to hold a candle, but currently holds my yarn cakes. So this is how much is left in the original ball. And I'm gonna just squish my cake in. Whoop, so it doesn't get super tangly. Fits in there nice and snug. That's just a candle, I think from Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah, whatever it's called, Bath & Body Works. It's just one of those candles. Just gonna shove that back in. Now that is ready to go back to the office for whenever I have meetings. This is going to be a quilted item. It might be a table runner or wall hanging. One might assume it is a wise idea to change the color of the thread from white to either green or red, which is approximately the top and bottom color of this. One might assume that's a wise idea, but that person might just have a little bit more care of their project than I do right now. The name of this project was Getting Stuff Done. I'm not even using the ruler anymore. Let's go with vibes. Guess what?
Chicken butt.
Close. I finished sewing the table runner / wall hanging thing as a Christmas present.
Ooh.
So that is more craft stuff that I do not have to deal with anymore. Penny is currently sitting on it. Let's not tell whatever relative gets this as their Christmas gift that Penny's butt has been on it. Well, we'll wash it before then. Why you gotta be such an ass? By the way, I used cheddar and sourdough. And we still have the bread that Haley made.
Okay.
The Haley bread might also be a sourdough.
But yeah, that's good. It's delicious.
It is almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the next day, and we've had mixed progress. After finishing up that little table runner / wall hanging, I put little corner pockety things for a dowel rod to go in case the relative who it's going to wants it to be wall hanging instead of a table runner. That got into the laundry, washed and dried, so it's a little bit more crinkly, but not much. It'll crinkle up. It'll get the quilt crinkles when it's laundered more as well. But that's neither here nor there. Got that and a couple white elephant presents wrapped up. Child has hidden the stocking that I made for them. So I put their little stocking stuffer stuff in a little present bag instead of the stocking. So I'm back in the blue room. I think I'm going to try to get this bucket. It still has a blanket in it, but it is mostly yarn that has been given to me. I'm going to try to get this into the closet, make sure that nothing spills out of the closet, get the craft stuff a little bit more organized. I could take some of the quilt cut off, which has the polyfill in it, and make a stuffy. If I am feeling super feisty, I might start trying to get a little bit of quilting done on the king size quilt. That is if I am feeling very feisty though. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, that is no longer on the track. That container is actually the base to the pole, and I went ahead and put the box that contains the Allen wrenches inside there, because if you know anything about breaking down and putting up circus equipment is that your Allen wrenches will get lost, and you're going to need to buy a new set of Allen wrenches like every freaking time you put up that equipment. That container has the long extension for the pole in it. Because the pole is inside, it currently is on the short extension, so we have to keep our equipment together. And these two bags are the base to the pole, which are, yeah. Pick a spot where you want to go and I will put you there. You're like, whoa, shit! I'm gonna need backup. Do I want to leave this out and make something with it so that I'm done with this fabric? Or do I want to put it up so that I don't have to think about it right now? I think I'm not thinking about it right now. Okay, so this is the current state of the room. Pretty good, if I do say so myself. So I think I'm just going to, just finish up in here. Should be good. Okay, so I have like a pile of yarn out here. That is yarn that I actually bought and was planning on making like a haul thing and showing what plans that I had gotten it for. So I don't have to have the yarn just sitting on the floor right here. I got a D-stash of toque wool by TT Thai Finland. These are each 50 grams. So the shirt that I was planning on making with it needed less than 200 grams. So I thought that this was going to be enough. It is not going to be enough. I will have to figure out something else to do with it. Here is a cone of wool that I wanted to make a vest out of. I don't remember what pattern. It's on my Ravelry. I will have to look that up, but it is a cone of wool. Oh, don't fall out, don't fall out, don't fall out. This is superwash wool, yak and nylon. This is from another D stash. I liked that it has kind of like that little hint of really warm brown along with the gray. It's not super plied, but hopefully it'll work out really well. This is what I think that I'm going to make the Rizzo top with. 2 of these Farmer's Daughter fibers in Rosebud. Beautiful, beautiful. Not sure what I'm going to make with it. It just, once again, saw it on a D stash and thought it would make a really great shawl. This is another D stash. This is definitely enough to make another ranunculus with. This is 60% wool, 20% silk, and 20% bamboo. If you are familiar with this channel, you might have heard the saga of I just don't like blue, but I keep buying blue yarn. But I also bought black dye with the hopes of dyeing this black. I just haven't gotten around to dyeing it black, so that's preventing me from making a ranunculus. And it is very cold outside now. The highs are staying in like the 50 degrees range. A wool, silk, and bamboo blend because that seems like a little bit more fall, spring weather than cold weather, but it does sound like it have an amazing drape. This is a bag of black yarn that I got before the blue yarn to make a ranunculus. It is 85% cotton and 15% rayon, so once again thought that it would have an amazing drape. I got it from a D stash and could not really see on the D stash. This looks like boucle. Do you see that has like, I don't know. I mean, maybe when summer comes around I just need to experiment with making like a t-shirt that's kind of boucle-ish. I mean, boucle is having a comeback right now, and the girlies who get it, and the girlies who gornt, and I gornt. Don't fall. You are not allowed to fall. Stop falling. And this is the last yarn that I actually bought for myself. I got 3 sock sets from Les Garçons. I don't know, it's like a creamsicle colored, and it's paired with this gray. It is 80% BFL superwash and 20% nylon. I mean, since this one came with the other 2 sock sets, I went ahead and got it. This is leaning a little bit more towards navy than black to me, and it's paired with this kind of grayish brown, which it's not really sticking out to me. Honestly, I might like it with some other sock yarns that I have in my stash. This one, it is blue, but I accept blue in socks at least, and this is kind of like a tealy blue. I like, you know, greener performing things. It's got some blue speckles, some orangey flecks in it, and honestly I feel like the teal would still look good with like the creamsicle one. So now I get to figure out how to scooch a bunch of sock yarns onto my sock yarn shelf. I really want to make some shawls now. And yes, I did put on a full face of makeup and a cute little outfit to do nothing but do chores and play Pathfinder.
See that?
Yes, sir?
I'm about to give them food and do a short walk. Have you had any thoughts on food?
You said Mr. Chen's Thai?
I gave 3 options.
Yeah, you said Taco Bell Senor Tequila or Mr. Chen's Thai, and I said Thai sounds good. We haven't had Thai in a while. Does that sound good to you still, or are you thinking something else?
Yeah, that sounds, I'm good with that. Can you check their menu for what you like?
I will. I'm just in the middle of crocheting a ball sack.
Carry on.
Fuzzy balls. This one is shorter than this one. Ball sacks don't have to be even. You can have variety. Variety's the spice of life, even in ball sacks. Shoes, Penny. Where did you put them? It's not that big of a deal. Erwin. Good job. Yep, you're naked. There, come here. Good job. All right, let's go get Dad. So the original ending of this video last night was me saying that we were about to head out for Pathfinder and just signing off and saying thanks for watching. I've mentioned here before that I have various disability type things. One of them includes generalized hypermobile or generalized connective tissue disorder or something like that, but it's potentially hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. There is not a specific test to test for the genes of hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It is just a generalized connectivity tissue disorder which makes you hypermobile and is also associated with other things that I have been diagnosed with, like my heart condition. The day and a half of tidying that I filmed, which isn't like a deep clean of those rooms, but the day and a half of tidying those rooms and just cleaning it is enough to send me into a flare-up. You know how it feels when you go to the gym and have a really aggressive back and shoulder day? I feel like I tried to hit a new PR on everything, and I did not do anything except for tidy. I am being assigned to just read a book today and cuddle the dogs. I don't know, this is just your daily reminder to take care of yourself and that it's okay to have rest days. And if your body is not wanting to do something that seems very normal, like tidying up the guest room, it might not be the day for it. But yes, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to list that down below. New videos should be up on Fridays, but not every Friday. So if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon so you know when I actually do post. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time. Bye. You're gonna force me to relax today? All right. Good girl.